I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. There's no uncensored match build-up show this week, so we thought we'd do a little bit of a discussion on Liverpool's potential title challenge, because why the fuck not? I have with me Chris, Mike, Aubrey and Laura to discuss what potentially is upcoming the rest of March, the biggest month in insert figure, let's say 6 years, 10 years, 24 years. Any takers? 6 months? No, whatever.
5 years.
Yeah, it's this month coming up, isn't it, Mike? Is that we've got Man United, Cardiff, Sunderland, and Spurs all in the space of about 2 weeks, and I think at the end of March we'll know whether Liverpool are genuine title contenders or not.
Yeah, so do I. I always just have that thing ringing in the back of my head. Remember Houlier's famous comment in 2003? We were 10 games from greatness. And then we got knocked out of the Champions League by Leverkusen, and then we lost to Spurs, and we were then shit. You just have that niggling, things never ever. Because part of you sits there, I'm like Chris, and there's part of me inside bursting, going, just imagine what could happen here. I'm getting very excited, and I'm having to sit on my hands and all kinds of stuff. Then the other part of you goes, yeah, well, hang on, this is Liverpool.
Is that so you feel like it's someone else? Or?
Yeah. No, I'm not as sick as I'm not as sick as
unfortunately, you did say like Chris, which opens up a whole avenue of other things.
Let's just clear, I'm nothing like this.
Like other normal Liverpool fans.
But yeah, it's massive. I mean, if you can go to United and beat United, which it'd just be great anyway, when you go to United and beat, and then you'd expect us to beat Cardiff. Sunderland at home, you should be winning that, and then Spurs at home, we beat them 5-0 away, so I should be any different.
So we should be in 10-0 at home?
Yeah. In all intents and purposes,
analysis.
Here's the 12 points at the end of March. You could very well be taking
the problem with all this, we've had Laura, we were talking about this earlier, we did this, like, I feel like I'm jinxing things by saying it, because the best example of it was obviously the Southampton game. We were talking before, and once everyone said we'll go second if we win this, I was like, well, we fucking lost this. But how bad's that? What's happened to us as fans? It's terrible, isn't it?
Like I was going to say then, I think we're just like that nervous that even if we get to the end of March and we've won all these games, I think we'll still be saying, you know, if we get to the end of April, because I remember at Christmas when we were saying, you know, like, oh, if we get through this run of games now, then, you know, we're looking at the next half of the season and we're you know, we could be like title contenders or whatever, but like we never really believe it, do we, you know? But
it's nice to say.
I won't believe it until last game of the season against Newcastle.
Until we're running naked.
And again, let's hope we go into that last game of the season, because what a team that you want to play Newcastle last game of the season.
I would have done by then, mate.
Because
I want it sewn up at Sellers Park at the latest.
Well, like you imagine how we've never had that. We've never had a league where us will be going to the match or watching that game thinking, shit, we're going to either be second or third or league winners after this 90 minutes. And Newcastle are going to all be...
I went to Arsenal in 1989.
Oh, okay. Well...
Well, in fairness, I went to Derby County when we lifted the league title in 90, so... Yeah.
We're all like a big bunch of smug ass gets out. We were just sat there going, you know, we might not win it, but, you know, we might win it.
It's weird though, isn't it? Because I think there's a lot of Liverpool fans of an older generation. Because I was talking to my dad about this, and he was saying how, for him, it's like he's like supremely confident, because it's like pure nostalgia for him to be able to feel like this. Whereas us, yeah, compared to 90% of football fans in the world, the amount of success we've tasted since Liverpool last won a title is just better than most football fans will ever have in their entire lives. And yet, for Liverpool and what Liverpool's meant to be, we've had to endure, haven't we? And we do have this sort of like almost negativity's crept into our way of thinking.
It has, yeah, and it's because we've always been so close, and then we've always fucked it up when we should have gone on and done better. Do you know what I mean? Like we were talking the other day about under Rafa going away and drawing with teams like Birmingham and stuff like that, and that's because we've now got into a mindset where we do fuck it up all the time, whereas your dad's from a generation where now we just steamroll them and we win the title.
Yeah,
that's what Liverpool do. That's not our Liverpool.
You said to me the day, he said, Well, we had those seasons, and we just won the title. Every now and again, we didn't. You know, it was like, you know, it was the exception rather than, you know what I mean.
But the example is the guy from the Full-Time Devils who come on the Skype for the deadline day, and again, you got to cast your mind back. It's got worse for them. It's got worse for them since then. But he literally just went, well, we're going to do it. Like, he's there talking to you, and he's like talking to a room of Liverpool fans guesting on the Redmen TV. And he had
no, that was our partisan deadline day show.
But, okay, but he's still talking to a room full of Liverpool fans, and he's got no ounce of, like, he said, we'll get fourth. And you said, why? And he said, because we're Man United. Now, he's from a generation which is what your dad's generation was for Liverpool. We ain't got that. Were we ever confident? Whenever we won anything, we always did it the hard way. You look at the Arsenal FA Cup game, we come from a goal.
Look at every final we get to.
Practically every final. We always have to drag ourselves there to do it. Yeah. And then in the league, we consistently fuck it up. Plus, is this the best squad we've had to try and win the Premier League?
No, but Man United was shit last season, they won it.
Oh no, I'm not saying, no, at no point should we not win it. I'm just saying, to try and explain the mentality.
It's not the best squad, but it's the best team, I think, we've had.
And that's it, that's what we're only beginning to discover there and stuff, so it's really interesting. There is look at like Liverpool fans of the genuine disbelief that we're in this position.
But is it just, I mean, Lord, is it just that we're kind of like, I don't know, like abused puppies as Liverpool fans? Like, you know what I mean? Like we're there and someone's giving us love and attention, but we're waiting for the other hand to come down and fucking smack us away. Like,
the tail.
I've sat through enough games where we've got beat 1-0 or something by Norwich, Anfield, or whatever, to be one of them little puppies, yeah.
But it is, I mean, I'm just thinking the last 5 years, say basically, as long as Redmen TV's existed, it's been pretty shit, hasn't it?
It's been a bashing ground for Liverpool, really, hasn't it?
Exactly.
The fans could come on.
We've had Hicks and Hicks and Gillette. We were getting promised, stadium naming rights, and we'll have one big signing a year if we do this and blah blah blah, and world class players, all that bullshit. And then we had Kenny Dalglish coming back in. We've had to endure all these things, and every time we think it's there, we turn the corner, it's gone tits up again. So it's just like we're sat there waiting for it all to go wrong, and that's wrong, isn't it?
We are Liverpool though. I mean, it was always, it's gonna come back, isn't it? At some point, we all believe that. I think over the last couple of years, we all know that at some point we're gonna come back to being one of the greatest teams. And you know what? Is this the start of it? Is this what's coming back?
It's a fucking great question, Laura. Is it? If you want to know this on YouTube, let us know. Is this? Yeah. Who has the answer? Let us know.
Someone
in the
watching
comments
this in like 4 months' time, they know.
Yeah, they know.
Scrolling through the YouTube playlist, they're going to come back.
Marty McFly knows.
If you're watching this in summer 2014, in between the World Cup games, like if you're from the future, let us know. Yeah, definitely. No, but it's
I'll tell you what. I've got Rodgers. In the Echo today, there was an interview with Rodgers, and he said, and if you think about it was true last season. He said the team are doing exactly what he expected them to do. His teams always get better in the second half of the season, and his team got better in the second half of last season, and his team of 7 wins out of 9 games are getting better in the second half of this season. So apparently the team is doing exactly what he expects it to do. But he's not mentioning the title race.
Yeah, well, he's doing well to do that, isn't he? We were talking about this, Chris, weren't we, about keeping an eye over our shoulders, looking at the teams behind. But is there a point now where, well, actually, before we come to that, is this playing into our hands to a certain extent, being able to chase something, having Chelsea
the underdogs still, and we're better as underdogs. The last 10 years, we've been a better underdog than when we've been the favourites. But I think when you look at Rodgers and where we are now, and even the fact that we're considering talking about, maybe thinking about the title, right? We were considering getting back in the top 4 was a huge achievement at the start of the season. We've forgotten about that. We're all set here. I can tell you that every one of us thinks we're back in the Champions League next year.
Pretty much.
Absolutely.
And if you were to rewind,
so your expectations.
But is that dangerous though? I feel like I can't say it. I don't want to say it out loud.
At the end of the day, like, I am proper fucking superstitious. I go, the same fucking shot to buy a double decker and me can of coke before the fucking game, right? But the fact is, it doesn't fucking matter what I do before the fucking game.
I have to wear the same undies
whether
for
I've got
every
my
game.
skid mark and my boxies or
I've
not.
taken a staple and pictures of Brendan Rodgers to be cropped.
Whether they're clean or not, I have to wear the same fucking undies to every game.
Seriously?
Yeah. I can't, and if I break it, we lose.
Anyone else got any superstitions, Aubrey?
No, not really.
Laura?
I'm not mental.
I did have a dream the other day that we did win the league, but next season, no.
Next season?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good enough.
I dream a little closer.
Dream better. Dream better, Laura.
Hey, we were in the Champions League final as well, by the way.
Oh, that's all
right.
Well, maybe you just skip the season. Maybe we still win the season. We were just dreaming about next
We're
year.
in the Champions League final, having won every tie 7-6 on average.
You're dreaming about hoverboards and flying cars. Doesn't mean Marty didn't go back to 1955 and that's the future one. Like, you know what I mean? Well, that's it. Like, yeah, maybe it's all set to happen.
It was all true.
But it's. I just feel. Am I not the only one though who feels this? Like, I do feel I can't vocalise this.
It's like the devil and the angel. You've got one shoulder thinking, I couldn't sleep Saturday night going, fucking hell, we're going to win the league. And then the other side of me's going, should be a dickhead. And I'm maybe schizophrenic, I don't know.
Or still pissed.
Or still
Let's just go with
pissed.
still pissed.
As long as one of those voices is telling you to burn things.
We're secretly thinking about where we're going to celebrate and that,
Yeah.
like,
But that's it. That's the first time, like, on the Twitter timeline, like, over the weekend, it was the first time I've ever seen anyone as a Liverpool fan, and, like, basically being like, do you realise I've told the missus I'm going missing for 4 days? If we win, I've basically said now, if it happens, now it's still a big if, and most people would, I think rationally, would take now, okay, fourth, and keeping all our players and buying better players for next year, and what a great season it's been. But if
I want automatic qualification. I want third.
but if we finish,
What fucking... How much we shout, like, you know what I mean?
but then it's
Fuck that, I won third, yeah.
But it's not just that, it's also like, if we win those three, if we get points from these next, the list of the March games, you've got, what are we actually going to be expecting for the end of it, and what do we want? And
Fullbacks.
Fullbacks,
Next
yeah,
year,
for sure.
fullbacks.
Yeah, Southampton's fullbacks, I'd take
The
that.
best quote about the way the fans' perception has changed over the weekend was James Pearce's echo summary of the game, where he said, you know, for weeks the management and the players have been muted and everyone around the club, including the fans, have been whispering it, but no one's really said it. And he said Saturday the fans broke rank and started
Singing.
just singing their
Are you going to believe
I
us?
think, again, trying to not, again, having to preface it with trying not to curse it or whatever, I think the most significant result will be the Fulham penalty. You know, Gerrard scoring. When
We've had a few of those moments this season, haven't we? And it's the games that we normally lose, we've drawn, and we've won games that we, you know what I mean, and so on. And you said it, Chris, Gerrard flinging his shit around, like, you know, when he scored that penalty, because he started that.
I think he believes it. I think he knows.
I just want to, before we step on, I want to know, people watching, what superstitions are you doing at the moment that are keeping Liverpool in the title race? Let us know in the comment section underneath, because as I say, Chris and I have to get our can and a double decker on the walk to Anfield from the same news agents, and we have to get
past it last week, didn't we?
We did actually have to go back to it, but you've got to get your karma right. You've got to be as pleasant to as many people as possible on match day.
Tell the woman to have a nice day.
Yeah, let people out at junctions.
I had superstitions on the other seasons and we kept getting beat, so I just stopped it off.
Your superstition is no superstition.
There we go. Don't have any.
I threw that underwear out.
I throw out every pair of socks or underwear I own every week just in case I wear the same one by
You're
mistake.
going to have people who turn up to the last game of the season wearing every lucky item they've ever owned. Like Joey from Friends. What the fuck are these people turning up in? Just shitloads of boxes and socks on every fucking toe and fucking hand.
Yeah,
I'm just turning up in me lucky undies, that's it. That's the last game of the season.
Brilliant.
They're coming off if we win.
And we'll be there with the video camera.
You'll be doing the Gerrard spin with your lucky bills.
You just know, looking at Steven Gerrard doing that you know that, like, he knows it's the last couple of seasons, probably he's got to win it, and he probably, I'm hoping that he's really driving it in that team, you know, he wants that Premier League.
Okay. The question about a few people have said, in fact, there's some of the bib theory said, like, what's the match reaction show going to be like if we win the title on the last day? So Paul won't be in the States on the camera. I said, but basically, if you want to see a 6'4" man openly weep on that, that's basically what's going to happen. Because if Liverpool win, people say, "I'll cry if Gerrard wins it." Fuck Gerrard. I would cry for me. You know what I mean? I'm going to be a fucking emotional wreck. Like, look, and I have to keep coming back to this though. Because it's in me nature the way Liverpool have been. I don't want everyone to get too carried away. Because the point we've been trying to make is that it's not that we are going to win the league. As much as I love the confidence of the away fans, and you know what, if we keep winning, let's fucking keep singing it because it gives belief to the players. But I think for our own, because we've got 2 weeks now without a game, and it's just, I think it's just going to build and build and build. And what I don't want is that pressure to become a negative thing. You know what I mean? I don't want it to become unbearable because we've got so much going for us at the minute. We're chasing. There's none of the pundits think we're going to win it. They're all still saying, nah, I don't think Liverpool. Yeah, they're in the equation. You know what I mean?
Journalists are they?
Oh, they don't.
Did you watch Sunday supplements?
Everyone still thinks Chelsea. Well, Chelsea are still favourites, and everyone's still looking at Man City's games in hand and going and then, and nobody really
Arsenal dropped out to in the odds. Arsenal dropped out to 20-1.
Yeah,
and they're on the same point as us. And we're 5-1.
Yeah.
That's massive,
ascendancy, isn't it?
But anyway, just as we say, just to sort of wrap up on this, the games we've got coming up in March, we've got Man United and Cardiff away, Sunderland's the Wednesday the 26th, and then we've got Spurs at home on Sunday the 30th. So two weeks, 4 games coming up. And as I say, I think it's as vital a period in Liverpool's recent history as any. And you know what's fucking boss about it? I can't wait.
Yeah, bring it on.
Fucking bring it on. Genuinely can't wait.
Imagine singing that we're going to win the league song at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
That's full time.
Well, that's
imagine.
Well, that's what I was going to say to you. The one thing you were saying, Joe, that we've got the perfect game to have that ridiculous amount of positivity build up to. Because if we had to go to Cardiff away, or if it was, you know, like someone's going to come and park the bus around Anfield, that could translate to nervous energy straight away. Going to Old Trafford where they're fucking shitting it and they're really upset and they don't know what's going on, with us turning up really happy.
3 days before the Champions League game.
Which is their most important game this season is Olympiacos, it's not us.
I think the important thing, again, just from a Liverpool perspective, and I remember it at half-time in Istanbul, and it was what I was saying to people at the time, obviously in the walkout in Liverpool as opposed to the athletic. But, you know, if they can score 3, then we can score 3. And the logic I'm having at the minute is that we've smashed Everton, we've smashed Arsenal, and we've gone and beaten Southampton relatively comfortably. When we're expecting ourselves to fuck it up for the first time in probably my whole Liverpool fandom, you know, it feels like we're actually starting to win the games that we negatively expect us to lose, and that's a positive. If that continues for the rest of the season, we'll be there or thereabouts, which is the most important thing, innit? So yeah, let us know your thoughts on any of the things we've discussed. I do want to know your superstitions. I also want to know what you will, if Liverpool win the title, what will you do? What will you do? As I say, I will weep like a small man-child. And there's going to be, well, I think there will be streakers. I think there's talk of, like, you know, I can't even
contemplate it.
I don't know what I'll do. It's unprecedented.
Whatever happens, streakers on this show, Paul.
Yeah.
Never mind.
The most watched.
Even if we don't win, there's just a streaker on this show.
What are we? I'm in the car. What are we doing? And it's Chris comes almost. We're streaking! It's Chris running around the Franklin tank. With Mike's lucky undies on it. Anyway, thanks very much for watching this show. Dare to Dream, Reds. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Thanks very much for watching me. We broke 8 million views on YouTube as well, all down to people such as yourselves. If you want to watch more Redmen TV goodness, we've got this fantastic Air of Positivity go. We've got 3 exclusive shows on the redmentv.com, so come over to there. It's free for a month. What else are you going to do? Come, feel the love. And then it's just £2 a month after that, which is fucking nothing really, is it? So, and if not, you know, whatever, man. But we'll be back. If you just want to watch the YouTube stuff, we'll be back next week with some more stuff. Hopefully the build up to a please, dear God, a win at Old Trafford. But as I say, if we don't see it on there, we'll see you whenever. I'm just rambling now. I'm all worked up. I'm all worked up. Anyway, thanks very much for watching and good night. Ta-ra.